Good morning, y'all. It's another Wednesday, another What I Eat Wednesday. Hey y'all, hey, Erica with Time to Shrink. Let's get this What I Eat in a Day started. Gonna be honest with y'all, I've already a little bit messed up on my What I Eat Wednesday. Started right with my Earl Grey coffee, a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, a little bit of almond milk. I just haven't been feeling coffee these last few days, but let me show you where I messed up already. What's in there? Brownies. My daughter made brownies last night. See this one? This one used to be the same size. I ate half of it. I stuffed that right in my mouth without even thinking this morning, y'all. Definitely not keto. Definitely not weight loss friendly for me. But it is what it is. We'll do better the rest of the day. Gonna go back to sipping on this tea. I'll probably have one more cup of this actually and get going with the day. Making my second cup of tea. This is Earl Grey tea in my very favorite cup. You Are My Sunshine. I love yellow. I love this saying. I love this song. Anyways, adding almond milk. This is my favorite almond milk, y'all, because it does not have the yucky fillers that can affect my tummy. So no carrageenan. Love this stuff. And I buy it in these by the case. And it's a little cheaper that way. This is one of the more pricey ones at the store, but buying it by the case saves me some money, so really like that. And then this is my favorite of the moment sweetener, and it is super, super sweet, so you only need just 2 to 4 drops, and you're good to go. So let's get going on this day. All I've done so far with my day is Instagram stories, y'all. Really, really slow start to the day. I have a little man home sick. He's really, really struggling. I would really, really appreciate prayers for my little man. He's really having tummy struggles. We're missing 1 to 3 days a week right now of school. We're in with a specialist, but they're trying him on dairy-free and gluten-free and all these trials right now that are really not doing anything to help. And it's just really hard to watch. So I'd appreciate the good vibes, the prayers, anything you got for us. Getting ready to do my meds and vitamins, and I thought I'd just kind of go over them again real quick. I am going to put on this patch and this patch. This is my multi, this is my iron. I put the iron on every other day instead of every day. I think that's going to be plenty for me. We'll see next time I check in. These are my everyday pills. Actually, that's nighttime pills, Erica. That's wrong. Keep them all right here in this drawer. Tuesday, so these are my morning pills, my everyday pills. That's my Protonics, some depression, anxiety meds, and that's what I take every morning. Then these pill containers here are my vitamins. So these are my daily vitamins. Open those so you can see that's how many pills I take. The red ones are Smarter Curcumin. Then there is a vitamin D. There is some fish oil. There's some probiotic. And there's a doTERRA supplement called Zendocrine. That is kind of like a detoxing type thing, good for your liver. So that's what I take. And then my fibromyalgia causes me to have bladder spasms. And this Azo, if you have a UTI, this doesn't get rid of it, but it helps with the bladder spasms. I don't have a UTI, but I get bladder spasms randomly, and these are my lifesaver when I have bladder spasms. So 2 of those today too, because such a fun symptom. I hate when I get this symptom, y'all. And then before I forget, I fill a veggie cap with a combination of Yarrow Palm from doTERRA, and then this is a mixture. I've talked about this before, but it is frankincense, copaiba, pink pepper. I can't remember what all is in this right now. These help me immensely with my chronic pain. For lunch, I made a little snacky plate. I have a 1.5 pieces of bacon, a thing of white sharp Tillamook cheese, 1 deviled egg, and a little bit of kielbasa sausage. I'm not sure if we'll get through all of this, but I will show you my finished plate. Here's what's left, y'all. I did not finish the kielbasa or the deviled egg. Real quickly, I am going to make some fat bombs, some protein fat bombs. So I use natural peanut butter, ideally one that has no sugar, but this is only 4 grams per serving, so not too bad. some coconut manna, and I melt them so that they pour easily. So this is some coconut manna or coconut butter. This is peanut butter. I'm going to use cookies and cream, Isopure, and then some chocolate chips. So first I combined equal parts, so a cup and a cup. You can do just equal, you could do less if you wanted to make smaller, but this is the coconut butter and the peanut butter, equal parts. You can add sweeteners if you want to. I have never found that I needed to, especially not with this peanut butter because it does have a tiny bit of sugar in it. But I am doing a no spin challenge, so I can't go buy a different kind of peanut butter, so we're going with this. You can use any kind of zero carb or low carb protein powder that you want. I like this Isopure cookies and cream. So 1 scoop is 1 serving of this, which is 25 grams of protein. I'm going to do 2 scoops. So 2 scoops of this. Next I'm going to add 2 scoops of this Genepro. This is unflavored protein powder, but it's also about half the size of a scoop, so it will not affect the texture. If I keep adding more of the Isopure, it'll affect the texture, and I'm going for little protein fat bombs, so I want the protein count to be pretty high as well as the fat count. So we're going to get that stirred in. Then at this point, I generally add a little bit of salt, and then I add cocoa nibs, which are just straight cacao basically, and they are not sweetened at all, but it gives it a nice little crunch. You could also use crunchy peanut butter. I am out of cocoa nibs, so I'm actually this time going to try something new. I'm going to add these chocolate chips. Never done that before, so just adding 2 ounces of Lillys chocolate chips next. Alright y'all, I added those chocolate chips and I forgot that this was a little bit warm. So I was hoping, what I was wanting was for the chocolate chips to freeze as chocolate chips to give a little bit of bite to this and a little bit of flavor, but it looks like they're kind of going to melt. So, oh well, I should have let it cool more before I added those chocolate chips, but it is what it is. It'll still taste yummy. So now we're just going to pour these into little molds and freeze it. So this makes exactly 24 of my size molds, and I will share the macros for you with them here in just a second. I always like to make the peanut butter and the coconut butter melted and then mix it all together real well as a liquid. If you try and do it at the consistency that they normally are, the little more hardened consistency, it's just really hard to get it mixed really well. So I definitely suggest microwaving it in like 15-30 second increments, stir, microwave, stir, until you get a nice liquid consistency. Mix it all together and then just pour it into whatever molds you have. Put it in the freezer for a little while and you're good to go. These are super decadent, super rich. You really don't want to eat more than 1 at a time, 2 maybe max, but 1 is plenty. I store them in the freezer and pull them out. They're the perfect consistency. It's a great late night snack if you just need something. You know how there's those nights where you just need something, and if you don't eat something pretty rich, you might just keep snacking and snacking and snacking. So that's what I have these reserved for pretty much. It gives me a protein boost and it gives me fat, and it's so rich and decadent that it quashes that craving. So they're kind of my little craving busters. They're also my macro cappers. You didn't get enough fat. Of course, I don't recommend trying to shoot for a ton of fat a day, but if you didn't get at least 50 grams, I feel like that's the baseline for our hormones to work optimally. So I don't suggest trying to hit a macro for fat, but I do suggest a minimum of 50. And then if you need a little more protein in your day and you need it in a condensed small form, these are that. You see how small they are. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. Taco meat with 1 tablespoon of cream cheese, just all stirred together. So this is 2 ounces, and I'll probably have another 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces later this evening. Dinner is going to be some more of that taco meat. It has 1 ounce of cream cheese, 2 ounces of taco meat, a little bit of taco sauce. I'm going to mix that all up, and then I'm going to eat it with these Parmesan cheese wisps. Y'all, these little wisps used as scoops give me the feeling or the taste of having a taco shell, and they're a little cheesy. Really, really, really yummy. So good. I am pulling those fat bombs, the chocolate peanut butter fat bombs, out and putting them, I put them in these jars and put them in the freezer, and my oldest son was out here as I was pulling them out, so I'm going to let him tell you what he thinks of them. What do you think, Jack?
They're good. They taste a little bit coconutty, but other than that, they're pretty good. They are quite rich.
Right? Aren't they like decadent?
I have to
Need the
have
water.
water to drink one.
Alright y'all, I'm gonna wind up the day. I am going to finish the day off with another cup of tea. I'm gonna have some hot tea. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of protein to it in the form of collagen, Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides. This is the one that, of the different ones that I've tried, that dissolves super, super easily, and I don't really taste it. Doesn't bother me, doesn't add any flavor, but it gives me that little bit of collagen. And for a good while I was getting it every single day. Lately I've been kind of forgetting about it, so I'm going to try and add that back in. So I'm going to do a scoop of this, which is, I forget, it's 18 grams of protein in 2 scoops, but I'm just going to do 1 scoop. And just FYI, if you don't know this, collagen is not a complete protein, so you can't count this as, like, if you couldn't just drink this all day and that be your protein. But as part of other proteins added up all together, it's fine. But again, collagen is definitely not a complete protein, so don't be thinking that it is. I don't want to suggest that in any way. If y'all have been watching and have enjoyed it, I would love if you would hit that like. I would love for you to leave me comments down below. I always respond to every comment. And if you're not subscribed, why not? I would love to have you subscribe. Hit that red button, that subscribe button, and then the bell will notify you when I post. Okay, so that's it. Bye, y'all. I will see you for another What I Eat Wednesday next Wednesday.